Hello, I'm back again. My name is Jen, and we have a lunar eclipse coming up on Saturday. It's the full moon in Taurus with the lunar eclipse, and it's really powerful. If you have not been feeling all of the energy that's been happening, it's been amped up a lot. It's been speeding up a lot ever since we had the new moon in Libra 2 weeks ago. It's been intense. So you're not the only one. Just check in with other people. Like, has it been intense for you? It's been intense for me. It's been intense with everybody that I speak with. So I use this practice of astrology to kind of get a hold and an answer to, and what do I need to focus on, right? And all of the clues, I see it like it's a beautiful guide map with the planets and the stars and the moon and the sun, and it's a beautiful guide map that really guides us back to ourselves. What we need to focus on, or what is most appropriate to focus on. And it's just really helpful. And maybe some of the things that I share with you kind of resonate, or, these little ding dings come up and like, oh, wow, that's exactly what I'm working on, or that's exactly what I need to do for myself. So everyone's on their own journey. We're responsible for ourselves. So with that, let's dive in. So we have the moon in Taurus. Taurus is in the element of earth, right? So earth is very grounding. It is a fixed sign, so it's also very stubborn. You can think of the spirit animal of the Taurus is the bull, right? So it's stubborn, but it's also very strong. It needs to be, right? So there's a beautiful strength in this, and it's very grounding. It's very centering, so if you've been kind of feeling flighty with all of that air Libra happening, we moved out of Libra. We're now in the sun season of Scorpio. So the sun is in Scorpio in opposition of Taurus. Now, Scorpio is a water sign, and it's also fixed. So there's the way they play with each other is really fascinating. And they're in opposition, meaning they're on other sides of the chart, but they are compatible. They do work together. For example, the elements of earth and water are yin elements, as opposed to the yang elements, which we just moved out of, right? With the Libra session, and that's air, and its opposite is fire. And we're going to go into that again. It just goes back and forth, right? The yin and the yang. So there's a polarity about it, but there's also a balance with it. And that's really what we're trying to find, is balance. And Libra is all about balance. We talked about that with the scales. So there's a little bit more kind of continuing story here, because Libra is ruled by Venus and Taurus is ruled by Venus. So there's this beauty that is moving through this, right? So I like to connect that way. It's about creativity and beauty, and singing that song of music, right? And it also has a lot to do with money. Scorpio also has a lot to do with money. On the different side of it, the Taurus is about how we make money, how we earn money, how we create money in our lives. And the Scorpio is pretty much how we share money or expense money, spend money. So Scorpio is really interesting because it goes deep. It's a water sign. Water is very emotional, right? Earth is very grounding. Water is very emotional. And the Scorpio goes very deep. I think like deep waters, like sometimes murky waters. Scorpio is known as the sign of sex, death, and taxes. So it's basically the stuff we don't want to talk about or look at. But this is our opportunity to go deep. And with the moon in Taurus opposition, right, it helps us, right, anchor us and ground us so we feel safe to go into those deeper, murky waters and see what's happening, what is ready to surface to bring up so we can release it, so we can let go. This is like a deep purging. And I've been getting this message intuitively for the past week. It's time to let go, especially let go of other people's stuff that may have been carrying, right? Being in an attachment in a relationship, and we're holding on to their baggage or taking responsibility for their life. It's our opportunity to let that go. We can let that go. It's almost like the planets are giving us permission to let that go and bring that focus, that attention back to you. What do you want? What do you want to create? Now, there's other planets that are helping us with this. So with the sun and the moon, we look around in the chart and what's going on there. So who's right next to you, right? So they're opposite of each other, right, on the chart. And what's next to, or what's in Taurus, right, is conjunct with Jupiter. Jupiter is an awesome planet. It is the spiritual protector. It is known as the lucky planet. It is the planet of abundance. So we're moving into that. And yes, it has to do with finances as well. So we're looking for more. We're also looking for a little bit more grace, more ease. Somebody has asked me, like, when is all this going to calm down? It is going to calm down now. I needed to verify, make sure, and yeah, it is going to calm down and it's going to get better, right? Because the Jupiter is going to be at this space in the chart where it's like this starting over again, and basically everything that we've been working towards, that maybe we've been hitting that brick wall. It's now that brick wall is dissipating, and we get to realize what we've been working towards. So it's a very happy time. It's a simpler time. We're letting go of a lot. We're not taking on a lot more, right? So simplify. The Taurus wants to simplify, right? So taking that energy, that opposite energy of purging and simplifying, and we're breaking free of the past conditioning, past relationships that maybe weren't working for us, or even just these past attachments. We can let them go. It's not easy. So simple is not always easy, and it can be painful. I know this. We all have our own traumas that we carry, right? And I've been talking about this a lot, and I study this and I practice this. I do this so I could be more present for the people that I'm with, for the people that I'm working with. It is vital for me to take care of myself. And it's vital for you to take care of yourself. And what I do is promote that self-care. What is best for you, and tuning into your own intuition and your own passions. Like, what is drawing you towards maybe a vision that you have for yourself or your life, or maybe your purpose, right? These are all exciting things. This is why we're here. And it's not selfish. It's not greedy. It's us taking care of ourselves, choosing for ourselves, letting go of thinking we know better than someone else what's best for their life, and just take all that energy and bring it back home to you. Okay, Taurus is a lot of that bringing home energy, and I'm just really excited for this time, for this break, and it comes at a beautiful time, and this energy is going to continue in December and January, so we get to leave this year and begin our new year with a little bit more. Grace and hope and vision. And we need it. Goodness knows we do need that more than ever. Things are definitely darkest before the dawn, but the dawn is coming, right? And you can even say that the dawn is here, right? And sometimes energetically, right? Even when it's here, it takes a little bit for us to see it and feel it and know it, like for it to be realized on the physical realm, right? We have the energetics and then there's the physical. So the Taurus is all about the physical, right? What's coming up and what is going to shift. And it might take a while. It's like, all right, I'm putting in that intention or putting in all that work to create more money, and I'm not seeing it yet in the physical. However, it is coming, and it is coming quicker than it has in the past, right? Things have kind of sped fast forward, and that's a lot of the intensity because we're not used to it, right? We've been kind of conditioned or programmed and synced into a longer, slower frequency. And now that it's getting quicker, we got to, let our body catch up with it a bit, and then it'll be swimming. Then we'll be in sync, we'll be in flow. Talking about flow. Flow is an awesome state to be in, right? But we can't always be in flow all the time. Sometimes we have to retreat, right? Sometimes we have to kind of go back and take care of ourselves. So no, and the full moon, we get to see what is really, going deep within us, taking care of those things that maybe we've been sweeping under the rug. And now it's time to come out. Now the full moon is shining a light on everything that we tend to not want to look at, right? And now we can look at it and have the courage and the bravery to be present for ourselves, and in turn then we can more authentically and lovingly, compassionately be present for each other, right? So having that awareness of your energy. So just taking some time, be the witness, be the observer. Notice when your energy is ebbing and flowing. Notice how it's working for you. If you go down, I call it going down the rabbit holes, and find evidence of believing negative things, about myself, about my situations, my circumstances. And if I just observe, right, how that's coming up, then I can be like, oh, then once I know it, then I can change it, right? So it's all about that awareness, right? So we are in charge of ourselves. We're responsible for our energy. And when we choose to kind of polish it up, go in, clean it up, and then we shine brighter, right? We shine brighter in our relationships with our loved ones, in our community, with the people that we work with. And it's a beautiful space to be in. And I am wishing this for all of us, right? To come into this space of harmonious shining. So if you are looking to work on that for yourself, right? Or you're interested or maybe curious how you can be supported with that. That is the work that I do. I do coach people. I use astrology, right? But astrology doesn't dictate to us, but we can use it as indicators to let's open this up and see what's here. and whatever resonates, that's what we focus on. When it doesn't resonate, we don't push or force it. We like let it go. Maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't. But that is the work that I do. And you are always in charge of you, but I do help with support, with guidance. Maybe I'll see some things because I'm on the outside, and we pick up on things that you wouldn't see because you're in the midst of your own path. And accountability. I'll check in and make sure that you're keeping on your path and reminding you of what your goals are and what your vision is and what you're looking to achieve for yourself. Because we're here for a short time. We might as well make the most of it, make the best of it. And we're not meant to do it in isolation. So with that, I hope blessings for you. Do any ritual that resonates with you to take that intention for yourself. Choose you. Choose what is for you and let go of the rest. And with that, I wish you many blessings. Until I talk to you again, take care.